Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 283 of our Be a Better You Annual Challenge. Today we are on step 3 of the SOAP framework, A for action. Let's talk about this today. We are going to look at the alternatives and the options we came up with yesterday, and I have already set up my grid and my page because I'm going to use and share, I know it's a terrible name, but it's easy to remember, the urine analysis tool. Came up with this a couple of years ago as I was saying, okay, we need to analyze alternatives. We need to look at all the different options we brainstormed yesterday. That's why I like 10-3-1. I usually will brainstorm at least 10 things. I'll pick my 3 top ones off of that, and then those move on to today, where we analyze those options and alternatives, and we come up with a way to decide, okay, which one are we going to take action on? I say first, because sometimes I end up taking action on all of them and a few more on my list. But for this exercise for this month, our physical health and well-being, we're going to look at and use the urine analysis. So how do we do that? I picked, let me pop into my notes, my handy dandy, very active working journal for this year's challenge. And I picked, for me personally, for my losing 25 pounds and getting in shape and taking better care of myself, I could do books, I could do courses, I could get a coach, or then I remembered, I could join a community on the school network or school platform, and that might serve my needs as well. So now what I'll do is I'll take each of those, and I actually just picked 4, but I'll probably just take 3 of them, but maybe I'll do all 4, and I'll ask myself and rate each of these on a scale of 1 to 10, or no, not 1 to 10. I'm going to do 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, how many ever options I'm using, and the one that is the most urgent, for example, gets the highest number. So if I think it's most urgent for me to get a book on it and read it immediately so I can take action right away, then that would get the 4. Then the next most urgent one, say I need to or want to join a community. That's most urgent because timing is of the essence. Or maybe finding a coach, whatever. We give each one of them a weighted scale so that when we add all the numbers up, we have a clear winner in terms of what to take action on today, because we're going to take action today. So resources is a little bit different. When I ask myself the R in the urine analysis, resources, what resources is it going to take for me to do each of these 3 or 4 alternatives? Well, a coach is going to be the most actual money type resources. Books, pretty cheap. So books or a free community. I could join a free community. Those are each free, so they would each get the highest number here, again, because we want the highest number to be the one that we select and take action on today. So the interesting thing about resources and energy is the more resources or the more energy they take, the lower number they're going to get. With urgency, importance, and necessary, those are going to, whichever is more urgent, more necessary, more important, those will get the higher numbers. I know it's a little complicated, but I think you'll figure it out pretty quickly. So what's the difference between important and necessary, you might be thinking? Important to me is it's significant, it has to get done, but it doesn't necessarily have to get done by me. And necessary, well, actually, important is it's important and it does have to get done by me. Necessary is it's critical, it's important, but I don't necessarily have to be the one to do it. And you can define these any way you want, right? It's just a way to quantify something that's really, really subjective in our minds so we get a clearer picture and we feel more confident in the decision and the choice that we're making. So I haven't done this yet today. You can see my grid is empty, but I will do it, and I will share in the comments below what I came up with for the area that I am going to take action on today. I might even share the action that I do today just to give you some ideas and to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable to doing what I say I'm going to do, which I pretty much always do. All right. Any questions about this? If you haven't seen this before, if you need help walking through this, if you need help understanding this way of analyzing, and again, you don't even have to use a tool like this to take action on something today. If you already know on your brainstorm list yesterday what you're going to do, like I already know a couple of things I'm going to do with respect to dealing with this challenge for myself. So I don't necessarily have to go through this exercise, but I'm going to do it because it reinforces my decision making. And that gives me more confidence in the action that I'm taking. All right, if you need help with this, all you have to do is ask. Go out, make it an amazing day. Have fun with these tools. Practice with them, play with them, make them your own so that you've got them in your toolbox moving forward. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.